Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the Kraken DR IDR using ICT concepts, the weekly review on the 5-minute chart for October 23rd through October 27th. Alright, so let's get started. Let's add everything to the chart here. Alright, so we get DR confirmation at 11:10 to go long. We have a fair value gap here and a fair value gap here. Why did I not enter here? Well, I was actually waiting for the second one, but it doesn't matter. You could have entered there. Your stop would have had to go below the second one. 5-handle stop, you still get 15 handles. Not a problem. If you entered here, you still get 15 handles without a problem. Okay, now I could have gone up to 25 handles here. If you entered right here, sorry, 25 handles right here. But either way, you get 15 handles for Monday. Okay, so plus 15 handles. Let's go to Tuesday. Tuesday, you get DR confirmation at 10:45. We have a fair value gap right here. Price comes in and wicks into it. Now, another reason you could take this trade is you have an order block right here. Okay, and that it is over that wick goes into that. So it would have been a trade that we would have taken right here, and aimed for 15. So aim for 15. And 5 minutes, 5-handle stop, and we take a loss. So we minus 5 handles. So now we're at plus 10 handles for the week. Wednesday. All right, we get DR confirmation to go short at 12:15. We need it by 12:30, so that meets our criteria. We have a fair value gap right here, and then we have an RD/RB, redistributed, rebalanced PDRA. Why is that? We have a long wick over here, and then the full body on the right of it. That's an RD/RB to go a bearish one. So there's your two entries right there. We risk 5 for 15. We get 15. So now we are, what, plus 25 for the week? Now this did go down to 25.5 handles, so that's good. All right, so let's go to Thursday. All right, Thursday, we get DR confirmation. Actually right here is where we get confirmation. At 11:20, we look left. We have a fair value gap right here. We have a fair value gap here, which would have been an inversion fair value gap. But what I like is this breaker block. You have a high, a low, a higher high, trades through it. When it comes back to it, that's a breaker all day long. So you take the breaker, 5 handles, puts you above this fair value gap right here. Let me just mark that out so you can see that really good. So it puts you above that fair value gap. So that's where you're at. Kind of puts you in the middle of this inversion fair value gap, but either way, you have that supporting it. We risk 5 to get 15, and we get 15. This does actually go down all the way to 32, so that would have been good for a runner. Right there as well. Puts us at 40 handles for the week. Let's go to Friday. And Friday, there's a no setup day. Why do I say there's no setup day? Well, you have DR confirmed at 10:40. By 11 o'clock, we're right here. And you look left, you've got a fair value gap over here, a fair value gap over here, but you're middle of the range. So now you kind of want to see some kind of push down before you get in, right? So you could have taken a trade, but you're really looking to see how it's gonna react up here. Now, once this reacted right here, you could have said, hey, that's an order block right here. So you could have taken a trade. That's an order block. It's an order block right there. You could have taken a trade right here to go short. Right here. If it goes back up and that order block respects it. All right. Okay, we gotta do this differently. And this would have been 60 for 15. And there you get your 15 handles. Now, would you have taken it there? No, you'd gone if you had a runner there, you would have gotten, 50 handles on this run. But right here, you're looking for confirmation. You need to find, there's a fair value gap right here. You could have taken that. Your stop would have had to go above this one. Probably would have been taken out there. But for me, if I'm this far, I'm looking for an order block. I'm not looking at, I prefer an order block over a fair value gap, and they're right next to each other. So I'm seeing if I can take into the order block. So this isn't actually a no trade setup day. I'm actually going to go plus 15 because that's how you should have traded it. So plus 15 handles. And really, you could have gotten 50 handles, which was pretty damn nice. Oops. So let's put this up at 15 here. Okay, so you're taking off the order block. Reason I wouldn't have taken the fair value gap here is already respected once, and then this closed in it. I wouldn't have taken a trade right there because right next to the order block in the rules is we take order blocks over fair value gaps. And since we've been retracing, I kind of want to see how it's going to react to this top end because we're close to breaking, being a false day. So I got to see how it reacts up here first. If it's pulled back this far, you got to see if there's any kind of reaction to go short. You'd rather it came down and then traded back up into a fair value gap and down than taking a trade because hey, it confirmed this should go short. Let's get into a trade here. Way too many times you get an entry up here and it just continues on. So I think they call that the retirement setup. For me, I want to see a rejection off an order block, and that's what we get here. So we get 15 handles that day is how we should have traded it. So I believe that puts us at 55 handles for the week. So we got 15 handles on Friday, 15 handles on Thursday, so that's 30 handles. Here's 45 handles. Minus 5 is now we're at 40 for Tuesday, and Monday at 15 handles. So yep, we're at 55 handles for the week. So that is your DR, IDR using ICT concepts, the weekly review on October 23rd through October 27th.